Braves country.
Good morning. Welcome to Braves country today. Another damn loss. This is getting old, isn't it? Well, the Atlanta Braves bullpen falls apart again. This time it was scratch what I said yesterday, because Martin couldn't get the job done either. Gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs. He takes the loss. And normally I would defend a relief pitcher that was going through this, because normally I would say, well, it's not fair because they get an inherited runner. But when you have, first of all, the inherited runner should never count as an earned run, by the way. We're just going to put that out there. And it doesn't, but I don't know if you can put losses on pitchers in relief situations where you put an inherited runner on. But that's a different argument for a different day. But the Atlanta Braves tie the game up in the 9th with the Freddie Freeman home run. They then get 2 runs in the top of the 10th to put pressure on Philadelphia. And then Martin takes the hill, and you're like, I feel like these pitchers don't see the big picture as far as, because it's just ingrained into them of worrying about letting that run go. You don't have to worry about that run. It's not going to go in your ERA, and it doesn't matter because you're just trying to get 3 outs. And I felt like he got into his head. I think that just comes, a lot of it has to do with the fact that this is a new rule. This is a weird rule, and it's going to take a while for these pitchers to adjust to it. But regardless, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. The first one obviously did not count. And the Braves lose in walk-off fashion again to Philadelphia. So a team that they realistically should have swept, they lost the series 2 out of 3. And that's where we said offense didn't do jack yesterday, but we didn't expect it to, because Zach Wheeler's a really good pitcher. Now, Freeman did get 2 hits, so you like that. Hopefully he's waking up. But outside of that, it was kind of a dud. Swanson got a hit, and Ciarte got a hit, and Smith got a hit. When Smith and Inciarte are 2 of your offensive standouts for the day, you're not going to win many games. So we move on from that, and I just think you almost have to compartmentalize it and just say we got to move on, because hell, the season's not going to stop. We don't get a break. This isn't football where you get a week to recharge your batteries. The Braves are now 4 games out of first place behind the New York Mets. Now, it's not over. Sky's not falling. But once again, we're 7 games back in the loss column. And the Mets are playing solid baseball. They're not blowing anyone away. But that Mets team, because of their starting pitching, they have the ability to go on a run. And that's what you got to be worried about if you're an Atlanta Brave. Are they going to go on a run while you're piddle-paddling around and screwing it up in May and June? Will the Mets eventually get on a hot streak? Because all they need is for their bats to wake up for a week period, and they could put so much distance between them and the rest of the division. What does this weekend look like? Atlanta goes to Miami, so you like that? A team that we normally play well against. The Marlins right now are 7 games out of first place. They are 8 games below 500. They've lost 7 of their last 10. The Braves are 5-5 over their last 10. And the Mets are at home against San Diego. The Phillies are at home against the Yankees. If there's a weekend where you should be making up ground, it's this weekend. I don't care that you're on the road. You're playing the Marlins 3 games while the Mets are up against the Padres and the Phillies are up against the Yankees. You should gain at least 1 game this weekend. If you take 2 out of 3 from Miami, I feel like the Yankees are going to go into Philly and take care of their business. So if Atlanta can win 2 out of 3 this weekend, they should jump back into second place. The Mets are a different story because tonight they've got DeGrom on the hill. Now they are being countered by Blake Snell, which you like that, but you almost feel like that they're wasting that outing of Snell because DeGrom is just 0.62 ERA. I mean, this is ridiculous at this point. Now, this is the second time the Padres will have seen him in a week. Maybe that's an advantage. Maybe they can jump on him. But when Snell's got a 4.83 ERA and DeGrom has a 6.2 ERA, you kind of know who the favorite tonight is, right? The Braves will send Charlie Morton to the mound. You got to do something, my man. You got to do something. This is a stopper moment. This is Morton on the road playing the Marlins. I know he's going up against Alcantara, but this is a stopper moment. Tomorrow, we'll send Max Fried to the mound. The Marlins have not announced their starter yet. Now, the Mets, in turn, will have Stroman going up against Musgrove. That's a winnable game for the Padres. But Stroman has pitched well. Musgrove has pitched well. It's not a gimme. That game, by the way, will be at 4:10, the same time as the Braves Marlins. So keep an eye on that. And then on Sunday, Atlanta sends Drew Smyly to the mound against Lopez. 5.82 ERA, Smyly with his $11 million against Lopez, who has a 2.76 ERA. That's why tonight and tomorrow are so critical for the Atlanta Braves, because we can't guarantee we're going to get a good outing from Smyly on Sunday. We just can't. It's critical for tonight to get the W. It is going to be extremely important to win tomorrow night's game. And then if you can do that, you go into Sunday, feel like you're playing with house money, because you never expect to sweep, especially on the road, of any Major League Baseball team. But that's why there's pressure. Now, what do the Yankees-Phillies series looks like? Yankees Phillies series tonight. That game, I believe, is 7:00 Eastern as well. We'll pull it up here in 1 second. But they are maybe they're off. That's weird. What the hell is it Major League Baseball doing? They're giving teams a day off on Friday. That never happens. So yeah, they're off. There's only 14 games today. Bad job by me. I just assumed that you would have a Friday. What the hell is Major League Baseball doing? You don't have a Friday night game? Just a disaster by the scheduling committee for Major League Baseball. The hell are they doing? Anyways, Saturday their series starts. It's Taillon versus Velazquez. If the game is being played, it's not currently on MLB Network or MLB.com. So if the game is being played tonight, I apologize, but I have to go by what I see in front of me. Tomorrow, Yankees and Phillies, it's Taillon versus Velazquez. I kind of figured that the Yankees are going to pound Velazquez, and Taillon's just got to not get in his own way. And then Sunday, it's Domingo Germán versus Nola. That's going to be a very, very tight game. Germán's pitched really well since he's came back, but we all know how good Nola is, so there's no guarantees there. The Mets, by the way, they are playing their final game of the series on Sunday is Paddock versus Lucchesi. San Diego should win that game. So you're hoping for an upset either tonight or tomorrow's game. San Diego should win that game. Paddock is a solid starting pitcher if you're not familiar with him. So that's what we got here. I do want to double check that, because I'm telling you right now, that is so damn strange. This happened a few times this year where I've noticed that teams are off on a Friday. Like, they never did that before. It makes absolutely no sense. I know in theory it works out, because now there's a Friday night basketball game with Philadelphia being involved, but hell, that's not even a home game. So that is really, really strange that you're not getting Major League Baseball in Philadelphia. So Yankees fans have to sit around like a bunch of thumbs. Let me see. I'm going to double check in on a couple other websites. I don't see Phillies, Yankees anywhere. So they're off. It's unfreaking believable that they would set up a series like that on a Friday, Saturday. And they're not even scheduled on Monday. So it's not like it's a wraparound. Really, really weird. All right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Have a great weekend, y'all. Thanks for listening to Braves Country today. Remember, we've got a lot of content on this network, so subscribe, and we'll try to keep you up to date. We're going to start doing we've gotten some requests to start doing some more stuff with the minor league system, so we'll begin that next week. I want to get all my ducks in a row, but we will begin that next week with the minor league system on the Atlanta Braves. We will see you Monday. Braves, we need a sweep. Let's get the freaking brooms out. Come on. This team was so electric last year, and now it feels like they're just kind of like, oh, God, let's just get through another ball game. Come on, man. This is absolutely asinine. Charlie, you're our stopper. You're the veteran. Get that W today.